Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to another Dragon Ball Super episode recap and review. This week's episode 108. So let's get to it. So this episode starts off with Goku and Brayuri, the magical girl, and I know I said her name wrong, but they're fighting in the beginning of this episode, and she's doing a great job actually. She's pushing Goku back and using all these attacks, and she uses the attacks that I guess make you kind of fall in love or make you affected through love, but it doesn't really affect Goku because he doesn't really understand what love is, even though he's married to Chi-Chi and has kids. But I mean, apparently he's also never kissed anyone, so I guess it shouldn't be too surprising. But anyway, she's just blasting all these attacks at him, and it's pretty good. Like I said, she's doing pretty good, but at the same time, Goku's still just normal. He's not even Super Saiyan. So I don't know how good she's actually doing. This is something that's been happening a lot through this tournament, where a lot of the Saiyans aren't using their full power or not even going Super Saiyan, trying to conserve energy. And this is just another fight that I feel like if Goku went Super Saiyan, Blue, he probably would have finished her off a long time ago. Because I mean, even Kale, I believe it was Kale, was able to push her back. Was it Kale? I so pushed her back, man. It's been a while. Anyway, so right after this, we move over to Gohan, and Gohan is fighting one of those robots, and he looks like a weird, funky robot with big old eyes and like balls for hands and junk. Anyway, the robot's kind of pushing Gohan back, and Gohan manages to escape the robot, and he's just he looks all beat up. He has all those like scuff marks and scratches all over his body, like he's been through a bunch of fights, which I mean, he has been through a lot of fights, but again, I feel like Gohan could have easily beat this robot if he, turned Super Saiyan or used this mystic form or whatever. But that's besides the point. So he's kind of standing there, and then out of nowhere, he's attacked by the instant transmission guy. And this guy just starts fighting Gohan, and Gohan just starts getting beat down again. This is just not Gohan's episode. So he's getting beat up by this instant transmission guy, just getting jacked up. And he's about to do this attack on him. But out of nowhere comes down Frieza with his horrible laugh and impression. But he comes down and he's just like, he stands between Gohan and the instant transmission guy. And he's just like, oh, so you're going to fight me too? And they just kind of get into a conversation where Frieza's just like, well, I'm not really with this guy, but, I'll fight you. But I'm going to wait my turn to fight you so you can beat Gohan and then you can fight me. So he starts... Yeah, he moves to the side, and an instant transmission guy starts fighting Gohan again. And again, he's just jacking up Gohan, just like beating the living life out of him. And he's about to finish him off again. But all of a sudden, a blast comes from the side from Frieza. It blasts the energy ball or energy attack that he was going to use on Gohan. And like I said, he turns around, he's like, I thought you weren't going to freaking interfere in this fight. And Frieza's just like, well, I changed my mind while you were fighting him because, of course, it's Frieza. You can't trust Frieza. Whatever he says, don't trust it. You cannot trust Frieza. So, I mean, this guy learned fast. So he goes to attack Frieza, and instant transmission is apparently nothing to Frieza because he goes to attack him from his back, and Frieza just tail whips him into a freaking rock. Boom. And then he's just like, oh, as soon as I knew your attacks were instant transmission, you became nothing to me. So he just starts teleporting everywhere around the arena, and everywhere he goes, Frieza shows up right behind him and just knocks him down or something. He's no match. And eventually Frieza knocks him to the floor and wraps his tail around his neck, and he just kind of lifts him up, and he just starts, punching the life out of him. Like, man, this guy is about to die. And Frieza powers up one of his beams, and it looks like he's going to kill him, and even Gohan's like, no, Frieza, no! And he blasts him right in the face, and like, I mean, if it was one of Frieza's regular attacks, this guy would have been dead easily. It would have just gone right through his head, boom, dead. Or he would have exploded or some shit, but he would have died. But no, Frieza was apparently holding back. I mean, it almost killed him because Frieza's like, no, I held back. He's not dead, But after he leaves this arena, if he dies, that's, has nothing to do with me. So, like, this guy's face is all burned up and everything, and Frieza just, boom, knocks him off the arena. This is our first elimination for this episode. Last week we ended with 33 fighters, so we're down to 32 fighters now. So instant transmission guy is eliminated from Universe 2 with the magical girls and everything. And I think he was one of their strongest fighters, so I think they only have the two of the magical girls and they're pretty much done. I think the other fighters are probably weak. So anyway, he's eliminated, and like he's just like he's being held by his teammates and everything. And he's just like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, and like they're like, no, don't talk anymore. Save your strength, because he almost dies. So that's totally Frieza. I kind of really love that moment where Frieza is just like, he's so brutal. You know, he almost kills this guy just to eliminate him. Like, he didn't have to go that far, but that's totally Frieza. He's just like, well, if he dies after he leaves the arena, that's not Frieza's problem. So I kind of love that. Anyway, so that's the first elimination. And then, you know, they're over there, Frieza and Gohan are talking, and then all of a sudden Frost comes out of nowhere, and Frost is just kind of like, oh, well, we're going to eliminate you half dead, you know, half sane or whatever. Because, you know, me and Frieza, we made a deal that we were going to eliminate all the Saiyans because we have a grudge against them. And Frieza's like, oh, well, I thought I was going to hide this for a little bit longer, but I guess it's coming out now. So he walks over to Frost's side, and he's just like, well, I'm going to eliminate you, Gohan. And so and Frost is just like, well, if you don't eliminate him, you know, if you try to betray me, I'm going to kill you. So Frieza's just like, well, you can trust me. I hate Gohan. So he starts fighting Gohan. And again, Gohan just gets jacked up. Like, throughout this entire episode, Gohan is just getting jacked up. It's like the Gohan, you suck episode for some reason, which is kind of disappointing. But I mean, this last fight, we'll get to it. So he starts beating up Gohan, and eventually he turns into Gold Frieza after Gohan turns into Mystic Frieza, because he finally gets a good punch on Frieza. So Frieza's like, well, I guess I'll use my full power. So he just goes gold, and he wipes the floor with Gohan, and he's knocked out. And Frost comes over there. He's like, oh, good job. You know, I can't believe you have this super powerful form. And Frieza starts talking to him, saying like, oh, well, you can reach this form as well. You know, you just need to train a lot more. And Frost is like, cool. And Frieza goes ungold, and he's like, at least you can, you know, transform into this form. And he turns into the buff Frieza form. And Frost is just like, oh, yeah, I can do that. And they're just kind of talking there. But then out of nowhere, Frieza just blasts him right off the arena, and he's eliminated. Second elimination for this episode. We're down to 31 fighters now, and we're pretty much at the end of the episode, and Frost is just angry because Frieza's just like, you think I would team up with a weakling like you? He just starts laying into Frost, pretty much calling him garbage, and he would never join him, you know? He was just lying to him. Because even before he blasts him, he's like, oh, one of the things you need to remember is never trust anyone, which, it's not never trust anyone, just never trust Frieza. But he eliminates him, and Frost is just angry, and like I said, Frieza's just laying into him. And then Frost, he's about to shoot an energy blast at Frieza because he's just so angry. But out of nowhere, the Zeno-samas erase him. Boom. Frost is just gone. He's he's not just eliminated. He's not just dead. He's been erased, which is pretty crazy. So Frost gone. Bye-bye. You know, who knows if we'll ever see him again, because we don't even know if the rest of the universes will be revived or if Frost will be revived. But either way, he is gone. He is done. And that's pretty much where the episode ends. You know, Frieza walks away, and everyone's like, well, I guess we can kind of trust Frieza or whatever. There's still that question mark, but obviously, you can't trust Frieza. You can never trust Frieza. But overall, I enjoyed the episode. I liked seeing Frieza in action. I'm not a big fan of Frieza, but I like his character. Like I said, he's schemy and sneaky, and he's just playing everyone. Everything he says is probably a lie. Everything he does is probably a game. Because even, I forgot to mention, with Gohan, he was pretending to attack him. Like, it was just a plan that he schemed up. Like, the first punch he put on Gohan's like, I realized that he wasn't fighting me at full force because it wasn't a strong attack. So he's like, I just decided to play along. So Frieza is always just conning people and playing people, and that's what makes him a good villain, you know, because he has a game, he has tricks up his sleeve. We don't know what he's gonna do, you know. He can still betray Universe 7, but you know, right now he, you know, is decided to at least stick with Universe 7 until probably he finds a good opportunity. Like, if I was Frieza, I would wait until the other universes are just about eliminated, where there's maybe 2 other people, and then I would eliminate my teammates to be number 1 so I can use the Super Dragon Balls. Which is something they kept saying, that maybe he wants to win the Super Dragon Balls to kill Beerus or something like that. Which, it could be a possibility, but who knows. Overall, like I said, it was a great episode. I really enjoyed it. There is no episode next week. There's going to be an hour One Piece episode. It's like a special or something. So there's no Dragon Ball Super episode. So if you guys are watching this, remember next week there is no Dragon Ball Super episode. But the week after that, there's going to be an hour long Dragon Ball Super episode or just 2 episodes back to back. And it looks like it's going to be epic. It looks like Jiren is finally going to get some good action in. And that magical girl is probably going to be eliminated because it looks like she was still fighting Goku. But like I said, that's it. Like I said, I really enjoyed the episode. What do you guys think is going to happen in the hour-long episode? Are you guys excited? Is it finally going to be Goku versus Jiren? Which I got to only glance at the preview because I don't like to look too forward in advance. But either way, let me know in the comments below what you think is going to happen next. As always, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out. Hey, if you like this video, we have several other awesome videos you can check out. And again, thanks for watching.